Take a look in here and see how these hot links are doing. I'm going to use my tongs to just roll it. You can see they sear up quite quickly. My crescent rolls over here are browning up nicely and becoming firm. Those guys are just about ready to go. So when I open this lid again, I'll probably pull the crescent rolls and begin stacking some of these items over here off the fire, and we'll work on getting the sausage done, and soon we'll be having some cookies. All right, now it's time to take a look inside and see what's going on. Our crescent rolls have browned nicely and are nice and firm to the touch, which means they've cooked all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and don my Hasty-Bake hot gloves and pull those. All I've used for a cookie sheet is a piece of tripled up heavy-duty aluminum foil. Now that the sausage, or the bratwurst and the hot links and the corn have all been seared, I'm going to put them over here to the indirect fire. Now that we've got everything scooted off to the side, it's time once again to use the direct heat to cook some sausage. I'm going to close the lid and come around. I'm going to use my gloves to avoid attracting dogs on the way home with sausage-smelling hands. Once again, plastic gloves, not just for cross-contamination protection, but also so that you don't end up having hands that smell like smoky meat. So I'm going to do with these sausage, just open them up, lay them directly over the fire. Close the lid and let them cook for a couple of minutes. Then I'll come back, cook the underside, the skin side, then we'll hit them with some Hasty-Bake seasoning and sauce, and then finally sear them up. The cookies over here, we'll put on slightly after the crescent rolls. Still not quite firm. They're still actually cooking. All right. The cookies have gone ahead and finished off, so I pulled them off of the Hasty-Bake and laid them right here to cool along with the crescent rolls. Our corn, bratwurst, and hot links have all been seared and been cooking over here indirectly. The sausage has been seared on both sides. Now it's time to give it the little kick of flavor. I'm going to add some Hasty-Bake rub right here on this open side. Then just a little hint of the barbecue sauce. You have to be careful when using barbecue sauce, because most of the time it's going to be sugar-based. Sugar is going to burn really fast, and when it burns, it turns black and tastes just like ash. A little barbecue sauce right there in the middle. Use my tongs to spread it around just a little bit. Now all I'm going to do is turn these over very, very quickly over the fire and caramelize the barbecue sauce and seasoning. Be very, very careful, once again, not to burn that sauce on there. It'll turn black very, very quickly and can completely ruin a good piece of meat. Want to check it? Almost there. And by caramelize, what it's going to do is it's going to begin to actually melt the sugar. If you let it get too hot, it'll go from melting to burning. So what I want to do is kind of be like a tacky, sticky coating on the sausage. There we go. Now our bratwurst have fully expanded, have begun oozing their juices. The outside of them is kind of wrinkled and they're nice and firm, so we know that our bratwurst are done. Hot links are the same way. They've already expanded and are very, very firm, so we're going to go ahead and pull off the hot links as well. And how can we possibly forget our corn on the cob? There it is, seared on the outside and then slow cooked. Has great corny flavor. Just peel the husk back, remove the silk, and you're good to go. Just make sure you let it cool a little bit because it's really, really hot when it first comes off the grill. Don't forget about your other items that you can do on the Hasty-Bake. The name bake doesn't just come from one of the founders, it actually comes from the fact that it can bake like an oven. You can see you can easily cook chocolate chip cookies, crescent rolls, alongside with corn on the cob, sausage, bratwurst, hot links, and anything else you could possibly come up with on the Hasty-Bake.